Hey, Dirk.
Well, what was it like, Dirk, hanging out with Josh Clooney and Brad Pitt and Hollywood and all that?
Yeah, I wish. No, it was a great time over there promoting the movie and seeing the premiere and how many people came out. And, you know, the Mavericks, or some of them came over all the way for the 3 days to enjoy the festivities with me. So it was great fun, but also couldn't wait to kind of get it over with and settling back here in the routine and getting things going here again. So happy to be back.
Is it going to be released in the States and internationally?
Yeah, they're talking about it. They want to sell the rights here, obviously, in the U.S. I think Cubes was involved a little bit, but he's lowballing them a little bit, so you know how he is. So we'll see. I guess eventually it's going to make its way over.
Dirk, you won a championship, MVP, three-point shooting contest.
Oh, yes, that one.
That was a while back. What else would you like to accomplish, and what motivates you?
Well, you know, just winning. It's all it's really about when you get old. You know, when you're young, making All-Star games and stuff like that is fun. But as you get old, it's all about being on a winning team. Winning is the only thing that matters, and it's fun. So after the championship, I think we had a couple down years. We didn't make the playoffs one year. We're 8th seed another year. So yeah, I think we got a good group again this year. We should fit together pretty well. Just going for it and have some fun out there and win.
Dirk, do you feel like there's been more buzz surrounding the team and just you're being around town, just than maybe like in any time in the last decade? And is that, you know, especially coming off of the playoffs last year, just kind of got you even more excited for, you know, what is possible here?
Yeah, I thought we had a good run last year. Unfortunately, it ended in Game 7 where they played their best game of the series and we didn't. But I think that's something we can build on. I think what created a huge buzz was obviously Tyson Chandler coming back around the city. I mean, everywhere I go, that's the first thing everybody says. He had a great year here. Obviously, it was a huge part of us winning. So that created a lot of buzz, and everybody's happy to see him back. And then, you know, Chandler Parsons is a great addition. You know, just watching him over the years, I think he's a great player at not needing the ball, but still finding ways to be efficient and scoring. He can shoot, he can run some screen and rolls. He's a great passer for his size, so I think we're going to use his versatility. And looking forward to playing or starting tomorrow with this group for sure.
Are you looking for anything different out of yourself this year? Do you want to change your style at all?
I just actually told NBA TV I was going to get a little more athletic this summer, but then it wasn't going to happen. So I might as well follow something I can control. So yeah, I worked on some stuff, worked with Hoger the last 5-6 weeks. So, you know, just being even more efficient, changed some of my stuff on my shot, and we'll see how that works. But I don't think it's going to change much from here on out the last 3 years, and that's, you know, try to spread the floor for the guys, post up some, and you know, just try to make the game easier for these young guys.
Does your knee feel as good now as it needs to feel?
Yeah, it feels good. Had another busy summer. Lifted a lot of weights, kept my legs strong, and like I said, starting probably middle of August, been in the gym, so had no problems and feel good.
Chandler Parsons has talked about kind of stepping out of that Harden-Howard shadow in Houston. How does he fit in here, you think, with there still being a couple of leading personalities in you and Tyson?
Well, I think we want him, obviously, to expand and evolve his game. He's only 24, 25. I think he's still not in his prime. He can still get a lot better. But we like what he brings to the table, and that's his versatility. I mean, he can play a lot of positions. He can guard a lot of positions. Like I said, he can handle a screen and roll for his size. For a 6'9", he's an unbelievable passer when he drives in there, and kind of like the drive and kick game. I think his three-pointer is much improved. So I think he's going to be in a lot of situations for us, and we're going to, he's going to play some 4 here and there. So I think we're going to use his versatility to our advantage for sure.
Dirk, you've seen a lot of players come and go in the last 16 years. Could you talk about losing out on Marion and Vince, and how you guys are going to make up for those 2 losses?
Yeah, I mean, those 2 guys have a lot of experience, and they play really well, even though we're older, but they made up for it with their experience and their basketball IQ. So, yeah, you're always going to miss two good players. And wish them obviously both luck for the rest of their careers. Texted with both, and so I'm going to keep in touch with both of them, and they're great guys, and they're great for the league.
Dirk, you've said a lot of times that you don't want to finish your career just fighting to get in the playoffs, and you obviously made a financial sacrifice to give this team a chance to be better. How different is the feeling you've got going into this camp than you have the last few years?
Well, Phil, we got better again. I think every summer that should be a franchise goal. You never want to stay the same or take a step back, especially in my situation as I'm older. We want to get better and want to compete again like we did in 2011. And, so I feel like we got better and took a great step forward, but we all know how tough the West is. It's going to be even tough to break into the top 4. The teams up there are loaded and stacked, but we're just going to go in and with a fresh mindset here in training camp and work hard for 4 weeks and then enjoy. Hopefully, stay injury free. I think that's a big part, and we'll see where I end up after 82.
Dirk, do you feel
I mean, in my head, probably not. I'm probably in my early 20s. Body-wise, probably up there. I mean, you're 17. It doesn't just go by without anything. So, but I still feel good. I mean, I had the knee thing a couple years ago where I was struggling. I didn't think it was going to get good again. But then last year showed me I can still play on a high level and compete, and it was fun again. So, looking for more of the same again this year.
Can you talk about? Duncan was one of the players who got a lot of questions last year about how much gas does he have in his tank. I want to ask you the same question. How much gas does Dirk have in his tank?
Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, I signed on for 3 more years. I'm obviously looking to complete that contract for 3 years, and then we can kind of reevaluate or see how the body's holding up. So, looking forward to having another good 3 years.
How do you feel the offense changes with 2 new point guards that you hadn't played with before, and then without having a defined guy that's going to play 36 minutes at that position?
Yeah, it's we got a little 3-headed monster there at the point guard. They all bring a little bit different. I think Jameer is the best shooter out of the 3. I think Devin is an unbelievable driver. And I think Raymond's got a great in-between game. So all 3 of them bring a little something different. And Coach Carlisle, I mean, he's liable to pull anything. Some nights 1 or 2 guys might play more, and the next night is the other guy's turn. I mean, it kind of goes with the flow, and whoever is hot that night, I guess that's something that the coaching staff will look at once the season starts. But all 3 guys have experience. They're all 10+ years. They've been around, and they're smart, and I think it's going to work out.
On paper, Dirk, this team is good as the one that won the title 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think so. We got all the talent in the world. Just got to make it work. The chemistry got to be there. I think the top teams in the league are loaded and stacked. So we just have to work hard here during the season and we'll get the highest seed as possible and go from there.
Can you talk about, you guys close out with the Spurs, now you're starting off the season, the league, you're going up against your division rival. Can you kind of talk about that, Dirk?
Well, I think it could only be a motivation for us to see the Spurs get their rings, get the banner up, and we're basically there. I think that's something we can build on this season. Just see somebody raise the banner up, and yeah, we have to see that as a motivation and build on it.
How much have you enjoyed having Tyson Chandler back?
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to playing with him again. Obviously, You know, he's a great defensive player and should help me out a lot, and some are other guys. He erases a lot of mistakes. He's a great rim protector. And he finished above the rim. He's athletic. You know, plays end-to-end on a break. He's very fast. He's one of the first one there and the first one back. So, yeah, looking forward to playing with him. And obviously the chemistry was there a couple years ago, so I'm not really worried about that.
Your boy Cuban's got a nice little feud going with Daryl Morey. I know that probably surprises you. Morey says any free agent, if the money's the same, is picking Houston over Dallas. What do you think of that?
I'm just trying to stay out of all that. Those two guys get their thing. I mean, they've been going at it, I guess, for a few years now. But yeah, I'm only worried about what the team we got here. And I think we have a solid team, and we'll go from there.
Did you actually hear from Houston during the summer?
You know, there was never really any negotiating going on. There's been a lot of numbers flying around what I could have done with this spin, but you know, since I never really talked to anybody, I'm not sure all these numbers are right. All I was worried about is getting a deal done here with Dallas, and we did. And so I'm looking forward to the next 3 years.
It's going to look kind of funny seeing Jason Terry in that red and white.
That will be weird. That will be weird. But you know, that's sports. He was always, you know, he always played well down there in Houston too. You know, he always was fired up to play the Rockets. So I'm happy for him. He found a new home, and we'll see how he plays.
Have you spoken to him since he?
Actually, he lives here in the summer, so I saw him all the time. I saw him working out some this summer. Last year when he was hurt from SAC, he was here all the rest of the season after he got traded. So he came to a couple of games. So yeah, we still stay in contact for sure.
Dirk, have you found out the older you got to work harder to be better every year?
Yeah, I think the physical part is what's the hardest. You know, to stay in shape and to run up and down with these young guys. I think that's the hardest part in the summer, is to motivate yourself to lift, to do all the cardio, to run the track. Stuff like that gets a little hard. I think, you know, the basketball stuff will always come easy to me. Once the game starts, it's always fun. It's the physical part sometimes in the summer that gets a little annoying, but I did it again and I feel good.
But you signed up for 3 more years of this. I mean, is there a time that your body's going to tell you, I can't do this anymore?
We'll just have to wait and see. You know, so far I feel good.